Lisa just wanted to capture a beautiful moment, but she didn't expect to capture a scene of 4 men and 1 woman. What was even more terrifying was that the girl was thrown off a cliff by the 4 men. Seeing this, Lisa screamed in fear. Her scream immediately attracted the attention of the murderers. To escape, Lisa quickly ran back to the camp. She grabbed her climbing gear and ran toward the mountain. Lisa was most skilled at rock climbing. If she could quickly climb to the top of the cliff, she could escape them. However, the others did not let Lisa off the hook. The mountain also followed closely behind Lisa and climbed up. Soon, within a few minutes, the mountain had already reached the foot of the cliff where Lisa was. He reached out his hand, intending to pull Lisa down. However, things did not go as he had planned. Lisa kicked him with all her strength, causing Dashan to fall from a cliff over 10 meters high. Although Dashan luckily survived, his legs were fractured from the fall. Lisa's actions completely enraged the murderer. On the other side, Lisa took the opportunity to put on her climbing shoes and continued climbing upward without stopping for a moment. However, the murderer did not rush to chase after Lisa at this point, because the height of the mountain was already close to 10,000 meters and the mountain face was nearly vertical. Lisa had no chance of reaching the summit, so they weren't worried she could escape. At that moment, the men discovered Lisa's phone at the base of the mountain. However, when Jack saw the contents inside, he came up with a plan. Soon, Lisa grew exhausted and stopped to drink water, but an accident occurred almost immediately. Her water bottle fell off the cliff. At that moment, an even worse situation unfolded. The 3 men had arrived above Lisa. Though there were large rocks obstructing their view, they suspected Lisa was beneath the rocks. Below, Lisa luckily found another water bottle. Unfortunately, it was empty. However, the tent was still usable. She retrieved the only climbing rope from her backpack and secured it in a crevice in the rock above her head. Then she hung the tent on it. The tent was successfully secured there. After confirming it was safe, Lisa crawled inside. Just as she thought she could finally rest, the men above began to take revenge on her. They filled the backpack with heavy objects, then tied the safety rope to the backpack. They picked up the backpack and threw it off the cliff. Soon, the backpack collided with Lisa's tent. Instantly, Lisa fell out of the tent. Fortunately, she reacted quickly and grabbed the edge of the tent, so she didn't fall off the cliff. However, the backpack came again. Lisa could only hold onto the backpack tightly as she drifted in the air. As the rope tightened, the people above slowly pulled out small knives.